him on the head as he swims by. If he gets hold of your fingers, he's going to break them. If he gets hold of your GoPro, he's going to eat it. And I'm not buying you a new one. Now it's very important for Omiros, he gets the skeletons of the whiting, not just the fillets. And that's because he needs the calcium. And behind you. Come on, about turn. No good. Don't eat my grabbers. He eats the grabbers all the time. I go through about 8 sets a year because he just chews them to pieces and spits them out at the bottom. Now Omiros is estimated to be about 30 years old. He could live to be about 75 to 100, so plenty more years of him chasing me around while I'm trying to swim. He gives them back eventually. Now because Omiros is blind, he does have a few interesting character traits. One of them is, yes, he does swim into the walls, the glass, the sides, pretty much everything. People get very worried about Omiros when they see him do this. I'm behind you. Now Omiros' head is pretty tough. It doesn't hurt him. He's not going fast enough to do any damage. He just rebounds and carries on swimming. The other thing you may have noticed about Omiros, he does swim around the edge of the tank, and he'll actually hit his flipper on the side as he goes. Now he's not doing this because he's lonely, hungry, trying to get out, looking for a friend. We get lots of feedback forms worrying about him. He does it because he's feeling the side so he knows where he's going. Yes, occasionally he gets stuck in the corners, there's lots of splashing. He then remembers he can go backwards and he's fine. Now people always ask me why I've not built Omiros a beach to sit on, because he clearly wants to get out. And the reason is he will not use it. Omiros is a male sea turtle. He weighs in at just under 21 stone. Now in the water supports the weight of his shell. Out of water, turtles are actually very uncomfortable. So the males have come up with a good way of not doing it, and that is by not doing it. They leave it up to the females to drag themselves up the beach to lay their eggs. Now once the females lay their eggs, they go straight back into the water. Like the males, it's where they're happiest. And it is exactly the same for the hatchlings as well. They actually track the magnetic field because turtles will lay their eggs on the beach that they hatched from. So that's why it's really important that we conserve turtle beaches. Because if a turtle comes out on land and sees a hotel there or a drunk tourist running around, they actually think better of it, they go back into the water, and that's then a whole generation of turtle wiped out because they won't try again. Now, Omiros can't be re-released, but he can be an ambassador for his species. He's educating people in the problems that turtles face. So discarded fishing gear, nets, lines are really dangerous for turtles. They get tangled up in them, and actually if it holds them under the water, they can't breathe. Turtles do breathe air. You will see with Omiros, he'll stick his nose up out of the water, take a deep breath, because he's going to get ready for his afternoon nap shortly. He can stay under the water for 4 or 5 hours if he really wants to. He does like an afternoon snooze. Now another problem that turtles face is one that you can all help with, and that's plastic. Plastic bags and plastic bottles look a lot like jellyfish to sea animals. They'll eat them, they can't digest the plastic, and it can